Decided to do a video about what I'm going through right now. Hopefully, it can help somebody else. I decided to give myself to God, man. In 2025, I felt like I made the worst decision in my life. You ever felt like you made the worst decision, friend? Like, I felt like nothing I did. Certain things, but most of the big decisions I made affected my life in the worst way. The people allowed access to me, and it's just so crazy. I was going through an isolation period, and then God allowed people in my life, and I felt like I allowed the wrong access because of my choice. Things went crazy. For it all to fall together. And I'm not saying I'm not dealing with the residue. But I know now. I watched a sermon on Boomerang, and I can't remember too much of the sermon, but I was thinking about it just now, and that's what made me say, let me do a video. It's just for anybody that's going on a journey, and you are trying to build a relationship with God, and the person you're becoming is not the person you used to be, but the person you used to be still in there. She ain't gone. You thought you were transitioning to a different person, but when you were put in a situation, you felt like you were doing the same thing, but this time my eyes were open. I'm watching myself do the same thing this time. I'm not in it, I'm watching myself. That's the difference. So the boomerang meaning is that if you are on your mission to connect with God and know your purpose, no matter what decision you make, you gonna boomerang to the right place. It might feel wrong, so I'm telling y'all, keep going. Don't quit. Even when you don't want to get out of bed, because I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I felt this cloud over me that I felt would never get off of me. And then when I felt it get off, and I'm telling you, through this situation, I felt the relief of it for the decisions I made, and then I go make the same decision. I was in a cycle, and I watched myself be in a cycle. God revealed the things that I keep doing. So if you're in a place of an open heart, because it takes forgiveness, I'm telling y'all, I mean it. I don't know what level you on. I don't know what God has you going through, but right now, my season is forgiveness and letting go. And it's another story time for why I know this is God telling me to forgive and let go. And when I tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy because being angry at people, I made a lot of decisions. Anger made me do a lot of things to make myself, I wouldn't say make myself, that's the wrong word. Anger helped me make a lot of decisions with boundaries aligned. So now I'm being taught to make boundaries without being angry in certain areas. It's not all areas, but it's those tender areas, Somebody come up close to it. You ever had something happen, you be like, man, I ain't gonna never let that happen again. And then I realized in a cycle, it didn't happen exactly like that, but I did allow it to still happen in certain areas.